Howdy folks, my name is Andrew Morris. I'm the founder and CEO of GreyNoise. Welcome to the first ever GreyNoise NoiseLetter. This is a monthly newsletter that we're sending out with general updates on what we're up to, upcoming events, stuff like that. And really excited to be chatting with you here in the video section from my home in Washington, D.C., which is where we are headquartered, though the majority of the company actually just works remotely from various different places across the United States. So if you are receiving this right now, then chances are you are probably already familiar with GreyNoise. You probably already know who we are and what we do. But just in case you don't, we're a cybersecurity company based in Washington, D.C. We've got about 50 employees right now, and we sell our cybersecurity product to security teams, security operations centers, governments, universities, large enterprises, as well as licensing subsets of our data to our partners who are other cybersecurity vendors so that they can incorporate our data into their products and make their products better. You can use GreyNoise to do really three kind of big use cases, and then kind of lots and lots of other different use cases as well. But the primary focus for us has really kind of been on three different use cases. Number one, is this alert that just got raised on my security team hitting everybody, or is it just hitting me? Number two, are these devices compromised? Where are there compromised devices? Are there compromised devices in this network? Are there any compromised devices in my network? And if so, can you prevent them from communicating from my network until they are not compromised anymore? And then number three is who's exploiting what vulnerabilities on the internet, and where are they being exploited from, and when? And what does it look like, right? So the latter, that third use case right there, is the one that I'm actually the most excited about, that we're going to be focusing the majority of our energy on throughout the year this year. This is the concept of mass exploitation. You may or may not have heard me rant on and on and on about mass exploitation, but if you haven't, mass exploitation is just the concept of a bad adversary, a bad actor, attempting to exploit a discrete software vulnerability or several discrete software vulnerabilities at massive scale across the entire internet. So instead of targeting one computer system or one computer network and trying to gain access to that, it's rather starting with the vulnerability and attempting to exploit literally as many hosts across the entire internet as humanly possible. It's kind of like a carpet bomb or just a general opportunistic, very damaging attack across the entirety of the internet. This is what we saw with Log4j. This is what we see at GreyNoise on a weekly basis. And this is the kind of use case and the problem that we are the most sort of engaged in throughout the year. Our primary focus this year is our data, the core of our product, right? So the GreyNoise is, we run thousands and thousands and thousands of collector systems across the internet. So this is like, you can think of them kind of like honeypots, right? These are systems that are sitting in cloud hosting providers, internet service providers, and they're not scanning the internet, they're listening to the internet. They're emulating various different services, things like, Exchange or maybe an SSH service, or maybe a Confluence box, or maybe something like that, right? And we sit back and we listen to see who is trying to talk to us at massive scale. And by doing this, we can actually figure out who's scanning, crawling the internet. We can also figure out who's attacking the internet. We can also figure out what kinds of vulnerabilities these different adversaries are using to exploit these different vulnerabilities at scale. And if GreyNoise is seeing something, right? If GreyNoise is seeing some kind of attack happen on our sensors, then by definition, pretty much everybody across the entire internet is seeing it, which means it's a pretty big problem. Again, Log4j was a really good example of this, and we're going to probably see a lot more of this year, unfortunately. So the core of our focus as a company this year is really collecting more data, tagging more data, allowing people to submit data in various different ways, right? And packaging up that data and giving more context back to our users, making our data services tighter, faster, more volume of data, more tags, and a bunch of other really exciting stuff. So in any event, I just wanted to thank you all so much for listening to me rant, for subscribing to the GreyNoise NoiseLetter, and we really look forward to hearing from you. If you want to get any other updates, please just continue to read these NoiseLetters that we're sending out right now, or reach out to our community team, and we'll get you set up with a multitude of different ways that you can stay in touch with us. In any event, my ask to you is our free product is the way that people find out about us. It is essentially our face. It is the way that people find out about GreyNoise. So my ask to you out there is, if you know anybody who works in a security team, to just send them a link to GreyNoise and see if they want to create a free account. So in any event, really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. Again, my name is Andrew Morris. I'm the founder and CEO of GreyNoise. This is really exciting for me. I am looking forward to doing a whole lot more of these and continuing to update you guys on our progress. So thank you again. Take care. Have a great year.